3 a.m. Again, why did I ever think this was a good idea?
Friends, let's start the race report on Saturday in Savannah, Georgia for the Every Women's Marathon. Inaugural running of this marathon over there in Georgia. We had a bunch of folks who ran this one, a bunch of Rise and Run friends. With us tonight in the race report spotlight are two of those friends, Julie and Emmy. Hiya, guys. Welcome.
Hi.
Hello.
So good to see you. Are you two related?
Yes.
Mom and daughter.
Mom and daughter, yeah.
Yes.
Emmy's been with us before.
Yes.
Right, Emmy? Yeah.
Yes. Talked
Flying-
about Paris and Flying Pig.
Flying pig style. Julie, your first time here, right?
Yes, it is.
Well, this is exciting because this is the first time we're trying the video part of this. So I'm excited for that. Also, and this is very unofficial, but I keep track of who has joined us in the spotlight. I keep my eye on trying to get new people every week, trying not to repeat folks. If you're out there and you go, well, I've heard so-and-so a couple times, the exception is world majors. I don't even track that. If you've done a world major and you're on the spotlight, good. You can be on 3-4 times. But having said that, the reason I brought that up is I believe you are Race Report Spotlight guest number 99 and 100.
Ooh.
Woohoo! How's that? That's a big deal, huh?
You two could fight it out who's 100, okay?
Okay.
All right, but let's talk about this one. This sounds like it was a great event. What made you decide to do it?
I think we decided to do it because we're doing Dopey in January. So we were looking for a race that we could do either, a half or a full to do our training for Dopey.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Catered training run.
Catered training run,
Yeah.
literally in my case, but we will do more training between now because it is early. But we just wanted like a just basically treat it as training run.
Yeah.
But also because it was a women's race, and for me as a walker, the time cutoff was very generous. It was 7:45.
Oh, that's good.
So I knew that I could make this.
That's good. Well, Julia, that's a question I ask a lot of guests on the spotlight is how you got started running. Are you exclusively a walker now?
Pretty much so.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, I started in 2006 with the Disneyland inaugural half.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, so we have been involved in Run Disney for quite a while, but mostly walking. And we've done numerous halves. My husband and I were inaugural Dopies.
Oh, wow.
Perfect Princess Challenge.
Oh.
So we've done a lot, and then we got the kids involved as they got older, did Avengers, everybody together. Yes. So it's been a major part of our lives, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Neat stuff. That's great. I'd always love families running together. That's a neat thing. I know Becky's retired now from 5Ks. So she tells me.
Yeah.
She's got one
doing
coming
the
up.
next one. She's doing the next one. She was so, the next one is the Dalmatians.
And we are going to be Dalmatians.
Yes, we got our shirts.
Yes.
We're ready.
Nice.
Yes.
She didn't say anything to me. We came home from Springtime Surprise and there were Amazon packages here. Not a surprise. Okay. If we're going for a day or two, there are Amazon packages at the door. One of them, she goes, "Oh, good, my Dalmatian outfit arrived." This is the day after springtime. Well, that's good. You're going to be there as puppies. That's good. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to that. We'll be talking about that on the episode. We've already talked about it on the episode tonight. We talk about it more as the weeks go by. John, why don't you go ahead?
Okay, so this is the inaugural event, you said?
Yes.
So was there anything, like any hiccups? Like, was there an expo? Was there good course? That's good. I'm because it's live, or I'm messing up here. So was there like good communications throughout the weekend?
So I thought generally the communication was okay. And then the expo was really small. And so it made it hard to get your shirt. You know, they ran out of the merchandise. It was hard to look at the vendors and things like that. So I think they had like a really good vision of what they wanted out of like what they wanted our experience to be. I just don't think they expected everyone to show up at 10 a.m. when it opened. Because we were there maybe around 11:30-ish, and it was still really busy, and they had run out of the merch by then. So, you know, as long as they book a bigger venue next year and kind of space some things out, I think it'll be even better. I think those that did get a chance to do all the things that they had at the expo had a good time. It's just when we were kind of there in the crush of it, so it just wasn't as good as it could have been.
Yeah. And we're kind of, you know, Emmy works for Flying Pig, so she knows how to run it. So, we've done many expos. So, you know, we kind of, I don't want to say are expo snobs, but maybe we're expo snobs. But anyway, the great thing about this race is that 40% of the registration were first-time marathoners. And I think that that is a tremendous thing. They said they had 7,000 register, but we're thinking maybe 5,000 showed up and ran it. But I mean, I think they had a good vision for it. They will make improvements. It just, there were a few hiccups in the beginning.
Oh, sure. There are growing pains with any event.
Yes.
And this was a pretty good sized one. I did notice, and we're going to go through the list of our friends who ran this here after we finish. Yeah, I noticed a whole lot of, this was my first marathon for the women that did it, which I think is great, of course. And maybe the fact that it was an all women's marathon encouraged folks who might not have tried otherwise to give it a shot. What do you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Don't you?
And just the fact that also like the time cutoff was really generous.
Yeah.
That kind of can ease your mind a little bit of like, okay, it's I don't have to strive to go so fast, or I can be a little slower in my training. I can do a run walk. I can walk. I can, you know, kind of do my own thing. But, you know, I think just the support was there. I think they had a lot of, they offered a lot of training plans and support and things like that too. So I think that kind of encouraged people who were maybe on the fence or who were a little intimidated. Oh, I think this is a little more accessible and doable for me.
And they did allow men to register. And so some women commented that they were able to run with their husbands or significant others. So I think that helps too for first-time marathoners.
Good deal. I actually was going to ask that, but every women's, I figured maybe they didn't, but they did. That's cool. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of like Princess. I enjoy running Princess.
Is the event for anything? Does it give back to any charity or you know, your organization?
Yes, they had several like main charity partners that were all like women focused. I think one of them was like Girl Scouts,
Black Girls Run,
Girls on the Run,
Girls on the Run, yeah,
and St. Jude.
Okay.
Yeah, so they did. So when you registered, you could pick a charity and they would make a donation.
Oh, that's nice.
That's good.
That's nice. So how was the course?
Well, it was mostly flat, which was good.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
It was mostly flat. There were a lot of out and backs, and we're just not out and back people.
Right.
You know, but I thought it was good. Like there were parts that were really beautiful. There was a highway portion. It was a lot shorter than the Run Disney races on the highway, so it really wasn't that bad. But it was just hard with the out and backs, I think, because it's you see the people. I hate seeing the people go by. You're going, and so that's
you're not fist bumping as you go by, or
well, we did.
We did. I was high fiving.
High fiving.
They did.
The vibes were high, but it's it's not always fun.
You just couldn't see like where the end was on some of these out and back.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I get that, and that gets in your head a little bit.
Yeah.
How was the weather?
It was a beautiful day.
That's good, because it can still be warm in Georgia this time of year, and that's another humid area over there, like where I live. But I'm glad. I'm glad it was good. That's nice. Any course highlights for you?
Okay.
Clearly there are. So
yes, you go first.
Well, I was with a pace group for a while, so that was always nice. I like to find a pace group and just stick with them for a little bit on a marathon, so it can be a little, don't have to think as hard. There was we went through several neighborhoods, and so there was lots of people out cheering. There's a lady offering to let people use her bathroom, just nice. Fun stuff like that. I got to see Mom on Out and Back.
On Out and Back,
but it was good.
Oh, there was the marching band.
Oh, marching band.
Was at the University Stadium. They had the Savannah Nanas.
The Savannah Bananas.
The Bananas, yeah.
They have their cheerleaders are Savannah Nanas. So it's like older women.
As in grandmas?
Yes.
Nice.
And so they were out cheering because we went around the stadium where they play. So that was really cute.
I didn't know about that. That's cool.
There were Girl Scouts handing out Girl Scout cookies.
Oh, very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
So my thing was this. I'm used to a race butler, my husband.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When we do our training, a lot of times he will bring us a Coke. He does do half marathons with us. He's retired from marathoning, but he will do half marathons. But on marathon day, down at Disney, he'll meet us on Main Street and bring us a Coke, my peanut butter sandwich, my sunglasses. It's just really nice to have that support.
Yeah.
So when we went to Savannah, I was concerned because we didn't know anybody there, and I didn't know. I really like to have a Coke because I don't really drink the electrolytes. Now I carry food with me. I have salty snacks and whatnot. But I thought, oh gosh, I wish I could get a Coke, but maybe somewhere on the course I can find a Coke. So anyway, we get started, and long about mile 5, I see a guy in a Dopey jacket. And I'm like, oh, hey, Dopey. And he goes, yeah, Dopey. And I go, oh, see you in January. Okay. Run to this Out and Back, come back. There he is again. He was talking to other people, but I just went on. And then I see him long about mile 7 for a third time. I'm like, hey, there you are again.
You're following me.
He's like, yeah, you're going to see me a lot. And I don't know. I just said out of desperation, could you give me a Coke? And he's like, I got you.
Yeah.
And then, now listen, you're running a race. You're trying to keep moving. And I was just like, well, where will you be? He goes, I don't know. I'll find you. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I go on. And then I'm thinking to myself, as the miles go on, I could have given him my bid number to track. I could have given him a phone number. Who knows if I'll even see this guy again, but it's okay. If I'm supposed to get a Coke, I'll get a Coke. And I went on, and there around a mile 16, there he is again. And I'm like, oh, there you are. And he's like, yeah, I got a Coke.
With a Coke and a smile.
So he
straight out of the commercial.
That's right. Exactly. And I'm like, oh, well, we got to take a picture and what's your name? But again, you're trying to keep moving, right? So he goes, well, my name's Greg. And I said, well, how will I find you? He goes, well, I was a pacer at Wine and Dine. I was a 2-something pacer. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because, Chris Twiggs publishes the names. I'm like, perfect. I will be able to find him. So I go on my way, and then we started out and back, and this is where I ran into Emmy. So I could drink some Coke. I could hand the Coke off to her, so she has some extra sugar, and, go. And then you come back out of this out and back. There he is again. And then I stop, and I'm like, hey, guys, are you on Facebook? Yeah, I'm on Facebook. And I'm trying to, in my mind, keep going, but figure how will I track this man down to thank him. And they're like, I'm on Facebook, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And they're like, hey, don't you need to finish the race? Yes, I need to go. I need to go. So, but they said, we will see you again. I'm like, okay. So take off. And right before the finish line, somewhere around mile 26, there they are, Greg and his friend Joe. And I had to stop, take a picture, and then I had one of Alan Young's bracelets on.
Yeah.
And so I had to get that off, give it to him, and say, thank you very much. Appreciate it. And that was, it really testifies, Power Run Disney community.
Oh,
They're
yes.
so kind.
Yes.
But I would have never asked somebody if I didn't see that Dopey jacket, because I'm
darned.
Dopey's no suffering. So they know what it is you need,
Yeah.
I mean, really, this is a testament to Greg and how kind, because I don't know how he found the Coke. I don't know what, was going on his end. But I did later that night get on Facebook and get his name, and I found him in the Rise and Run group and connected, said thank you, and I owe him a beverage. See him at the expo on Wednesday, whatever he wants.
Awesome.
Cheers.
Awesome. Great story, Julie. Great story.
That really made my race, though, because we didn't know anybody there, and it was just nice to have that connection.
It is a heck of a community. It surely is. And that's a great example of it. It's a great story. Thanks. All right. So, hey, John, you want to jump in, ask about post-race stuff, okay?
So how is the event after the race, the post-race celebrations area? How did that go?
So I thought they had plenty of snacks and stuff at the finish line, chips, cheeses, granola bars, milk. This event was sponsored by milk. So there was milk and water and
plastic cheese.
No plastic cheese. But the finish line kind of dumped you right out into kind of a reunion area, and I was kind of tired and sat down on a curb and just to gather my thoughts and, kind of, okay, where am I? And I'm not super into the after party. So we didn't go because you also would have had to walk around the block at this point. And I said to myself, I can either walk around the block to go sit down, or I can just get up and just keep walking back to the hotel.
Yeah.
Because if I stop and sit again, I'm probably not getting up.
Oh, yeah, it's tough. Yeah.
So,
you tighten up.
But I think from what I saw that other people posted, those that went had a good time.
They had a concert even, but our hotel was a mile from the finish. And so we kind of, when I finished, I did the same thing, sat down a minute, got the GPS, tried to figure out where I am. And we just went back.
Yeah, that's not too bad. That's not bad. All right. What's up next for you guys? What races you have coming up, and when do we see you at Disney again?
Dopey.
I'm
doing the St. Jude 10K.
Okay.
Because the pig will have a booth at the expo. So if you're doing the St. Jude, come and say hi. And then
it's Dopey.
It's January and Dopey.
Yeah. So we're just going to keep training and be prepared for a Coke to meet my husband on Main Street for the marathon.
Will he have a Coke?
He will have a Coke. He will have a Coke. He will do the half with us.
Yes.
Yes.
Good.
So that's good.
Well, we'll be excited to see you there. Well, thank you. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being a part of this new experiment. Let's see how it works out. I had fun with it. I hope you did too.
Yes. It was
Thank you.
great.
And I want to say something about the Rise and Run group. This
all right,
Facebook
I'll
group.
turn Mike. Go ahead.
No. I want to say thank you because I feel your podcast and the Facebook group are so supportive. I mean, people are just kind, and they stay focused on, hey, this was a good race, this didn't work, and it's really been great. Because we just discovered you probably this spring, and I've enjoyed it very much.
We're really blessed, Julie. We're blessed with wonderful friends like you and Emmy, and I've yet to meet anybody associated with the Rise and Run family that I just didn't enjoy speaking with and enjoy knowing. And we hear a lot that you help us. We hear from our friends that say, "Oh, you helped me finish," and I go, "That's great. That's wonderful. I'm glad." But you finished. We didn't do it. You did it, and you had to make the effort. So we're proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We will look to forward to seeing the very tall Cruella.
Yeah.
With the glitter lips. I'm going to do that.
Oh, glitter lips. Oh my. Wow.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Well, I'm going to try it.
Okay.
All right, friends. Thanks so much.
Okay. Thanks, John.
Okay, no problem. See you in January.
All right. See you guys. Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.